Hello everybody and welcome back to Honkai Star L. In this video, we will be doing our best to finish up the current event that we're doing, which is the Belobog Cultural and History Museum. Hopefully this will be the last episode in which we have to dedicate towards it. Give me a moment. There we go. For some reason it likes to stick every now and then. I blame my driver.
Welcome. If I'm not mistaken, the two of you just rushed over here from the History and Culture Museum? I appreciate your coming here on such short notice. I should have gotten involved earlier, but I was tied up with other responsibilities. My apologies for letting you take on the investigation without proper support.
Lady Branya, we never saw it like that.
There's no one else here, Pela. No need for such formality.
Okay, Miss Branya.
I heard that you helped recover a number of valuable items for the museum, and that you've been running the museum as a part-time manager? Do you have any insights into this serial theft case?
References!
Is that so? I see. In any case, this fiasco has been going on right under our noses for too long. Regardless of how cunning and talented the culprit may be, we must draw them out and demonstrate the resolve of the architects. I will issue an immediate directive to mobilize all on-duty Silverman guards in the city to conduct a door-to-door investigation. You're familiar with many of the locals in the administrative district, right? If possible, I'd like you to head to the city center and see if they have any clues to offer us.
Understood. We'll head there at once, Miss Branya. Guess you're stuck with me again for this assignment. Let's meet up at Fountain Plaza.
I don't mind Pela. Or Pella. This game do be a game sometimes.
This place is an endless stream of people. Where do we start? Agreed. That'll be more efficient. I remember lots of folks like to relax around the plaza. Let's head there first.
If I'm correct, this is getting real interesting.
I remember you. Do you have any questions after reading the Scam Prevention Guide? Perhaps you've decided to join the Dark Blue Scam Victims Association. How could I not? Precious items from the History and Culture Museum have been stolen one after another, and the culprit remains at large, despite the Silvermane Guards' noblest efforts to track them down. I'll tell you the truth. I've been preparing to publicly accuse the person responsible for this whole thing for 2 days now.
Huh? Oh, wait. So you have incriminating evidence against the culprit?
Evidence? Who needs evidence? Let me tell you, there is only one person in all of Belobog who could do such a thing. That shameless blue-haired fraudster.
Oh.
You guys are here to investigate the case? Perfect. I'll give you a list of the culprit's scams, too.
Sorry, sir. Today we're only here to investigate the museum thefts. And we can't close the case without evidence. If you come across any reliable clues, please report them to an on-duty Silvermane guard. Let's get going.
Yeah, that guy made her uncomfortable.
Ready to sign the petition? Have any other questions? Ah, you mean the items that have been disappearing mysteriously from the History and Culture Museum? I heard tell. I wonder if they got their hands on the original manuscripts of Tale of the Winterland.
Absolutely not. Don't worry, ma'am. I will protect those manuscripts with my life.
She's such a fangirl. I love it.
Oh, wow! That's a relief to hear. I didn't realize you were so passionate.
Sorry about that. Back to the topic at hand. Do you have any clues that could be linked to the theft of the museum's artifacts? Have you noticed anything unusual lately?
Well, let me think. The editorial department has been recruiting recently. The new editor-intern was scolded by the editor-in-chief a few times. And then... sorry. These are all everyday occurrences. I really don't know of any noteworthy clues. Maybe you could try asking the other people around here.
I see. Sorry for taking up your time. Let's move along then.
Well, this has been a whole bucket load of disappointing. Oh, great. This guy.
Children of the Everwinter City, proud citizens of the preservation, hold your heads up high. Grind not against the mundane vulgarities of your everyday lives. Always remember, deep in your hearts, the teachings of the architects and the Supreme Guardian.
Bro, sounds like a corner street pastor.
Oh, if it isn't the savior of Belobog, the Guardian's honored guest, child of the galaxy and stars. Welcome back to our eternally snow-covered yet forever beautiful winter metropolis.
Can you please answer the question we just asked?
I haven't heard of any stolen artifacts. These days, I'm too busy praising the grace of the preservation to be distracted by worldly matters. However, if your hearts are troubled by this affair, then I hope that Klapath will bestow their blessings upon you both, and that you may soon find the evildoer who committed such a crime.
Thanks for your well wishes. Let's move on. Another half day gone, and nothing to show for it. Ugh. Culprit is still hiding in the shadows. Can't we find even one lead?
Ah, if it isn't Belobog's most adorable public servant, and the magnificent outsider, good day to you.
You know us?
Young lady, I have seen you on many occasions near the Everwinter Monument teaching children the history of Belobog. I am truly in awe of your knowledge and patience.
Okay, thanks for the compliment, I guess. May I ask, with whom do we have the pleasure of speaking?
I am Wallace Cambridge Limestein, the 25th head of the Limestein family. I am honored to make your acquaintance. And yes, I am familiar with this outsider next to you. He often walks right past me without so much as a greeting.
I don't even know who you are! Are you holding a grudge? Both of them are great answers.
I am Wallace Cambridge
Not what I meant.
All right, we got it. Mr. Limestein, is there something you want to discuss with us?
As a matter of fact, I do. I noticed you two had been wandering around Executive Plaza for some time now, stopping to ask questions at every turn, so I surmised you were investigating something important. As it so happens, I witnessed a strange incident recently that left me quite puzzled. And after reflecting on it for a time, I decided it would be most appropriate to inform public officials.
This incident, is it related to the museum thefts?
I can't say for sure that it's directly related, but a friend of mine I no longer hear from used to frequent the museum and often talked about its exhibits with a group of us tea lovers.
So by no longer hear from, you mean you've been unable to get in touch with this friend of yours?
Precisely. His name is Norbert. We used to chat during lunch breaks in the lobby of the Goethe Hotel, along with a few other high-class individuals, of course. And one day, Norbert suddenly stopped showing up to our tea parties. It was as though he disappeared into thin air. I still remember the last thing he said to me. Limestein, listen to me. One must be ambitious in life. I'm gonna do something big for once.
Be ambitious in life? Do something big for once? Coming from the mouth of a wealthy gentleman, that sounded rather curious to me. This Norbert guy, do you know what his line of work was?
I'm not entirely sure. I never asked.
This is more like a drinking buddy than a friend.
What a preposterous statement. You wouldn't understand. Friendship between gentlemen is as pure as water. We are all dignified people. Why bother with such trivial matters?
In the eyes of most people, there's a world of difference between trivial matters and a career. I have recorded all the clues you provided, Mr. Limestein. Thank you for putting your trust in the Silvermane Guards. We will keep you informed if there are any developments in the investigation.
No, I should be thanking you, young lady of the Guards. Well then, if that's all, I shall take my leave.
I wonder if this friend of Mr. Wallace has anything to do with the museum thefts. That's enough detective work for today. Questioning more people would just be a waste of energy. Let's go report back to Lady Branya.
Oh, this is interesting.
Miss Branya, we're back.
Thank you both for your hard work. Did you find out anything in the administrative district?
We didn't find anything directly related to the museum thefts, but there was one thing worth noting.
I see. It was the man from the Limestein family who provided the information. Norbert. I feel like I've heard that name somewhere before. Please give me a moment to see if I can recall. I remember now. The Minister of Transportation, Noel, has a nephew named Norbert. I believe he's currently working in the municipal department as a transportation coordinator. Norbert's position is indeed an idle one. It's no wonder he has time to socialize with members of the Limestein family. If what Wallace said is right, then Norbert must have been missing for several days already. There must be someone who knows where he is, even if they want to keep the young man secret. They'll cough it up with the right kind of encouragement. Kyle, can I ask you a favor? I would like you to visit the residence of Mr. Noel and ask around regarding the whereabouts of Mr. Norbert.
Understood, Madam Guardian.
Bye, Kyle.
Lady Branya, Miss Pela, I have returned.
You were quite expedient, Kyle. Did you find anything out from the Department of Transportation?
It took a little prodding, but a few of the more timid attendants started speaking up.
That implies some things.
They say that Mr. Norbert was indeed leaving at odd hours recently. Whenever someone would ask where he was headed, he'd mumble something about going to the shopping street to inspect the site. The attendants think he might have a love interest, someone he doesn't want his family to know about. They haven't mentioned anything to the Minister of Transportation.
Going out at unusual hours, the shopping street. Could it be? I have a request. I'd like the two of you to scout out Backwater Pass and see whether anything is happening there. While the two of you were busy questioning people in the city, I received some tip-offs. One source said that suspicious people were recently seen sneaking around the Fragmentum corrosion zone, and that the Silvermane Guards didn't prevent them from entering. Together with Norbert's mumblings about a shopping street, I think all these clues are pointing in one direction.
So this Mr. Norbert could well be the museum thief we're looking for?
This could either be accurate or a red herring.
We can't hold off a moment longer. Hurry! Let's go arrest that scoundrel.
I blame red herring. I wasn't even in this episode.
My apologies, I have a lot of business to attend to at present. I won't be joining you. Good luck recovering the stolen items.
We can't delay a moment longer. We need to move now.
Agreed. Oh. This is going to be interesting, to say the least.
Something doesn't feel right. It's obviously an abandoned shopping street, but it also feels like people were here not too long ago. We must be cautious. Whether the culprit is Norbert or someone else, he certainly has no shortage of helpers. Shh! There are people talking inside. Let's see if we can hear them.
Tiptoe through the tulips.
But sir, pretending to be a Silvermane guard is a serious crime.
Stop acting like a wimp. You think you can make a fortune with that kind of attitude? Don't overthink things. Just play your part. Today's password is roast the sausage, not the bread. You got that?
Got it, sir. Roast the sausage, not the bread.
Don't let anything in that doesn't know the password. Not even a fly. You got that?
Don't worry, Mr. Norbert. I understand.
So it is Norbert after all. And he's making his accomplice impersonate a Silvermane guard. The audacity.
Yeah, but it's clear his buddy doesn't want to.
We found the culprit.
Oh well.
Now we just have to catch him red-handed.
I guess it wasn't red herring. Eliminate the guards.
Sir, rise!
This battle is unavoidable. Not.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Hey buddy, how's it going?
Hey, you two! Don't move!
Must be the accomplice. Let's think fast.
Say the password or get out of here. This isn't any old shopping street, you know.
Yes, that's correct.
So, you're gonna let us in now? We need to talk to Mr. Norbert about some important business-related matters.
Wait, did you just say Mr. Norbert? Who are you guys? This whole operation, the boss hasn't shown his face once. How could a couple of outsiders just walk in knowing his name?
Looks like our cover's blown.
I'm gonna beat you up.
We'll have to do this the hard way.
I'm gonna beat you up.
Awaken dormant scales. Blood cleansing dragon. Sir, break.
There's always a weakness. Lend me your strength.
You sent a storm.
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them.
Heaven surge. Rise.
We'll probably end up running into more of Norbert's spoons up ahead.
Sounds like fun.
Caution.
Hope they don't make it too easy. I like pushing buttons. Oh, it was adorable how he thought he could do anything.
You'll pay for this. Progress now.
Rise.
That was cute.
You're changed. Rise! The consequences are mine to bear.
I like breaking things.
Look, it's Norbert again. Let's see what he's talking about this time.
And the film? Is it packed and ready to go?
Right here, boss. The buyer's arriving soon. Here, this way.
Very good, very good. Well done. Patience. Soon we will all be rich.
Film! Did you hear that? That film he mentioned must be the same one that was stolen from the museum. Why would someone from such a wealthy family do something like this for money? It's unbelievable. We have to find a way to stop this before they sell the film.
My money's on beat them up.
Sir, break!
You'll pay for this. Nap time. This bad.
Sir, rise!
I'm in a breaking mood, so. I'm also of the Kenpachi mentality. Violence solves all your problems. And if they haven't, you're not using enough.
Wait, don't make a move yet. We should take some pictures as evidence in case the culprit denies the charges. Your equipment probably has better specs than mine. I'll leave the picture taking to you.
Okie dokie. Now can I beat them up?
Norbert of the Cusper family, and everyone else here, turn around and face me. Put your hands where I can see them.
What's going on? Who are you two?
Wallace says hi.
What's going on here, Norbert? Didn't you say your security was impenetrable?
Minions! I mean, Silvermane guards! Get rid of these intruders immediately!
You've got a lot of nerve drawing your weapons in front of an intelligence officer of the Silvermane Guards. Come on, let's give these imposters a taste of justice.
Does that mean I get to beat them up? Yes, yes it does.
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend! Crush them!
Awaken, dormant skin. World cleansing dragon. Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward! Do not be afraid. Surge. Break!
Lend me your strength!
The strength. Surge. Rise!
Hit! On my mark! Not a step back!
Really?
Nap time. You'll pay for this.
I sent a storm. Break! Awaken, dormant. World cleansing dragon. I'm on guard. Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward!
There's no point in resisting, Mr. Norbert. Your accomplices have been subdued. There's nowhere to run. You had the audacity to tell your men to disguise themselves as Silvermane guards. Now I'll be interested to see what kind of sentence the adjudication panel gives you.
I just realized Pella's pupils are... Let's see, how many sides are those? Hexagons.
This isn't right! You have no evidence of wrongdoing! We're just here to...
Still in denial? Your secret dealings have been photographed. We have all the evidence we need. Is there anything else you want to say?
I knew I couldn't trust you hooligans. Even the simplest of sales was too much for you to handle.
Silvermane Guard Lady, I surrender! Take the microfilm back to the museum. I'm sorry. I only asked one thing. Please don't hand me over to my uncle. With Clepop as my witness, Uncle would be so angry he'd turn me into a leather jacket.
That's not up to me.
Yay!
It was a difficult journey, but it had a happy ending. Not only did we manage to recover the microfilm, we also caught the culprit behind the museum thefts. That's something worth celebrating. However, I'm still a little confused. Mr. Norbert is wealthy and opportunistic, but how did he manage to find so many accomplices and organize such a large-scale smuggling operation? These questions can wait until the interrogation. As for you and me, our work ends here. Thanks for your efforts. Come on, let's take the microfilm back to the museum.
Yay! Hi, Sir Ball. Hi, Perkins.
It works! The slides play without a hitch. The microfilm is undamaged. Once the projector is restored, the History Culture Hall can reopen to the public. Then visitors can enjoy all three of the museum's most important exhibits. I want to thank you again, on behalf of all the museum staff and all of the citizens of Belobog. If it weren't for your help, I'm afraid many of the exhibits in this museum would have been lost. I'm just stating the obvious. The way I see it, the museum's reopening is a very significant event, and worth remembering more than any other time in the past. A whole generation has grown up in the underworld in the last decade or so, and they never had the privilege of seeing these precious works of art and historical treasures. What you've done has helped bridge a huge gap for them. So, even if it seems small to you, you did a very great thing here. That's enough praise for now. Anyway, if you did want to continue working as a part-time manager and handle the daily operations of the History Culture Hall, I recommend talking to Miss Eris. It's not like we don't have any other suitable candidates for the position. Isn't it great you can help us with such an enjoyable job? Ah, and by the way, I'll keep you informed if we pry anything noteworthy out of that Mr. Norbert guy. See you later.
Bronya! I don't think someone's supposed to stand there.
Welcome to the museum.
We gotta finish management operations, so. We'll go ahead and hire these guys. The more people we have to work with, the better we can run the place. I'm thinking... How about... Oh, wait. Wasn't paying attention. Thinking Bronya, Clara, not Clara, not Clara, Nenya, and Gertie. There we go. Jafar. Look at all that money. Do a couple of rounds of these. Oh God, no. That's my weapon. Of course, it originally belonged to Alyssa Rand, but I'm sure she wouldn't mind me using it. Sure. Just trying my best to finish this quest. More people! It's like I keep saying, there is a method to my madness. I wonder why there's still so many empty cases. My only guess is that it's for future exhibits. Which, fair enough. Gonna have to do some adjustments. Okay. I promise there is a method to what I'm doing. Notice how much more money we're making simply because I decided to focus on this. The other rooms don't give as much money as the main room does. So by maxing out everything here, we make a lot more money, which allows us to upgrade things more. Jeez, I need 5,000? Oh shit. Mr. Peel. Pella is a real well-rounded individual. I need someone with Perkins. There you go, buddy. A few more, but I'd say this round plus one more, we'll be able to finally finish off the exterior hall. Perfect. Boom. Dang nabbit. Barely makes it. But this hall is now done. I don't need to touch it anymore. So let's work on the interior hall now. We made it to day 100. Jeez.
Nice to see you. You're looking in good spirits. The museum is packed these days. I've never seen it so full of visitors. You run a tight ship here. Still, it'd be nice if those kids would stop littering. It's barely lunchtime and I've already picked up 3 half-eaten packs of Snow White popping candy. Ah, don't worry. Nothing was stolen this time. You remember that Norbert guy we captured? The Silvermane guards have acquired new intel from him, and I thought you might find it interesting. I always wondered, how did he, a rich kid with virtually no real-life experience, suddenly think of becoming a smuggler? There's no way someone like him could have come up with the idea of disassembling a sculpture and hiding the pieces inside robots. The result is just as I expected. After less than half a day of interrogation, he confessed everything.
Really?
He admitted that a mysterious figure named Mr. Coldfeet persuaded him to target the museum exhibits. Mr. Coldfeet fooled Norbert into believing that many of the museum's artifacts were forcibly seized from private collectors by the Silvermane guards. He told him that true justice would be returning the artifacts to the people. Norbert probably didn't believe any of that nonsense. I think he just wanted to prove himself and add more to his fortune. Mr. Coldfeet not only introduced him to buyers, but also gave him advice, and only charged him a 30% consultant's fee. In the opinion of our young Mr. Norbert, the deal was too good to refuse. That's what I wanted to discuss with you. Norbert said Mr. Coldfeet operates with extreme discretion and knows the Silvermane guards' every move like the back of his hand. If he catches wind about the slightest rumor in the city, he'll disappear without a trace. If what Mr. Norbert said is true, then our safest option is to send a civilian to try to reach out to Mr. Coldfeet and lure him out of his lair. You guessed it. Everyone agrees that there is no better candidate than you. Norbert says he usually communicates with Mr. Coldfeet through the door of a room in the Goethe Hotel. The usual agreed meeting time is right now. Take this as a final request from the Silvermane guards. Can you go to the Goethe Hotel to meet with this Mr. Coldfeet?
On my way. Alright, so who or what do we need to chase down, shake up, or blow up? Apparently, some guy behind the door. I'll bet 1 subscriber that it's Sampo. How about we have a small bet? If it's Sampo, anyone who watches this video has to subscribe. If it's not, you don't have to. So 3 light knocks, 2 heavy.
There's no response.
Norbert, is that you? Oh, what took you so long? I was worried the Silvermane guards might have got to you. But you're not the type to turn someone in at first capture, right? Well, it's time for me to get on out of here. After all, we already made a nice little fortune on this trip, huh? Uh-oh, someone's getting a little emotionally overinvested. You know what we are? Accomplices. You know what that means? Partners in crime. You know what else that means? We are not friends. All right, enough chinwagging. So how much did the microfilm sell for?
Uh-oh. I'm just gonna have to make up an amount. Hope it's believable.
50,000? Well, it's a little less than I thought, but not too bad. By the way, you catch a cold or something, your voice sounds a little different than before. Or maybe you... What kind of hotel's this anyway? No peepholes on the doors!
He's starting to suspect me. That's not good. I better think through the next question carefully before answering.
You know, I just realized there's something I forgot. Maybe you could help me remember. That Gears and Wisdom sculpture I told you to take apart and hide away. Can you remind me how many pieces it had? Well, now that's more like it. You had me in a cold sweat with those jokes. Here, hurry up and come inside. We need to discuss the details of our next operation.
Hey, buddy. Oh, look, it is Sampo. Guess that means you love. I guess that means you gotta subscribe, everybody.
If it isn't my valued client, what a pleasant surprise to see you again. Isn't it amazing how fate brings people together, huh? Our bridge of friendship could extend all the way to Everwinter Hill. Guests? So, you don't have any evidence? How could you? Your old buddy Sampo is a model citizen these days. You know the guards on sentry duty in the restricted zone? I deliver their breakfast every day.
Yes, you're still scheming, scamming, slime ball.
Okay. So, kinda cold out, huh? Man, this is getting uncomfortable. Okay, I have a proposal. I'm sure you're gonna find this very reasonable. Yeah, I made a few small fortunes in the artifact business lately, and I can give you 1/3 of my earnings. How about that, huh? In exchange, I only ask that you please don't tell the Silvermane guards about me. Just tell them you missed the culprit. You're a big hero. They won't give you a hard time about it, right? How's that sound, huh? 1/3 is a lot of money. Think about it. I would never dare to rip off a valued client such as yourself.
Do you really think I can be bought? Please.
Oh, how can you be so unaccommodating? That is not like you, brother.
Yes, and I'm also the kind of person who, doesn't really like criminals very much.
Oh, I knew the good times couldn't last, but I didn't think a valued client would bring them to a close. Oh, go ahead. Notify the authorities. I'd rather burn out than fade away.
Besides, knowing that, he'll probably slip away.
Let him get away. Too late now. I'll have to wait for...
I'm here. Where's the suspect? I see. So he's just as cunning and crafty as ever. He fooled the Silvermane guards into thinking he'd changed. But we won't be falling for that act again anytime soon. This operation ends here. You've helped us enough already. Leave the rest to the Silvermane guards. Here. These rewards are for you. I hope they come in handy in the journey ahead. Oh, by the way, if you still want to help run the History and Culture Museum, Miss Eris and I are always happy to work with you. Speaking of which, Miss Eris was just looking for you. Why don't you go to the museum and talk to her?
Hello. Thank you for all your help. Business at the museum is booming again. I haven't seen this many people here since I was a little girl. Oh, right! There's something I wanted to tell you. A man with blue hair came along and left a message. He asked me to pass it on to the manager of the museum. Here. I haven't read the content. Do you want to take a look?
Might as well.
To my dearest and most valued client, congratulations! Remember this day as the day you almost caught the great Mr. Coldfeet.
I shall remember this day as the day I almost caught Captain Jack Sparrow.
So, how's museum manager life treating you? Just a little reminder, when it comes to working in museums, I'm quite the dab hand. What I mean to say is, if you're ever in need of a passionate and professional individual, one with an inside knowledge of museum security blind spots, I'm only a call away. Don't worry, my exhibit smuggling days are behind me.
I trust you as far as I can throw you. Technically, yes, we are done with this quest. But we're not done with everything associated with this quest. We still need to fully upgrade all the exhibits, and we still need to find all the missing
to the museum.
items. So even though, yeah, we are more or less done with the quest, we still need to get this. We need to finish getting all the characters, as well as all the other items. So we're not done yet. Oh god, oh good. Here, I thought I'd have to deal with those again. And there's our third. Spherog! And yes, we have to hire everyone. However, I do believe that'll do it for this episode. So, thank you for watching, if indeed you still are. And remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and ring that little notification bell, so that way you can keep up with whenever I post a new video. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.